Hey guys, Toast here, and welcome to this week's episode of The Slice. This is a weekly series where I pick through the past week's gaming news and points of interest and provide my opinions on the ones that I think are the most interesting. Let's jump right into this week. To start, there have been a couple of releases to note. First off is the first DLC for Fallout 4 called Far Harbor. This is the first major story expansion for the game, where a new case from Valentine's detective agency leads you on a search for a young woman and a secret colony of synths. This expansion features the largest ever landmass in a Bethesda expansion, and that includes all the past Fallout games and Elder Scrolls games as well. Bethesda has given us some interesting story DLC for Fallout in the past, but frankly nothing that's really wowed me to date, so I'm hoping this expansion really delivers some great additional content to the game. The expansion was released on May 17th on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. The other big release I want to talk about is Homefront: The Revolution. This is the follow-up game to 2011's Homefront, which was a first-person shooter released on Xbox 360, PS3, and PC. And unfortunately, the game was met with mediocre reception. This game focuses on major forces currently impacting Western society, like computer hacking, surveillance, economic collapse, and terrorism among them. I personally never ended up playing the original Homefront, but I was always a bit intrigued by the multiplayer gameplay, and if the reception for this game ends up being good enough, I might consider picking it up in the future. Homefront: The Revolution was released on Tuesday, May 17th on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. EA's chief creative director, Richard Hilleman, has reportedly left the company after a 30-year stint. He helped to shape and create direction for a number of EA sports franchises, including Madden, NHL, and the Tiger Woods golf games. He also took part in numerous other EA games and projects throughout the 3 decades he spent at the company. In fact, he was actually one of the first 20 employees of EA. According to his social media profiles, he's moved on to be a principal at Rattlesnake Electric Sport. In his 30 years at EA, he held such titles as Support Specialist, Vice President of Production, and most recently, Chief Creative Director. There hasn't been any word as to why he departed the company, but we hope to see them fill the role with someone who can continue his legacy and perhaps even more improve the franchises that he started. Perhaps some fresh blood may also help to revitalize these franchises, which, it seems to me at least, have been a bit stagnant over the past few years. Warner Bros. Officially announced this week the release of Batman Return to Arkham, the Remaster Collection. This remaster has been rumored since March, however we've had no actual confirmation until this week. The remaster is set to include Batman Arkham Asylum and Batman Arkham City, along with all of their associated DLC content and all bonuses from their Game of the Year editions. This game is being remastered on the Unreal 4 engine and will include, quote, improved graphics as well as upgraded models, environments, lighting, effects, and shaders, unquote. I have to admit, I'm actually really impressed with the Unreal 4 engine, and can't wait to see what they can do with it on these past games. The previous games already looked nice, to me at least, upon release, and the most recent game was absolutely gorgeous. The remaster is set to be released on July 29th on Xbox One and PS4. However, much to the dismay of PC gamers, there's been no announcement about the game coming to PC. We'll have to wait and see if they're holding back on an announcement or just not planning on releasing on that platform. If they do, however, release on PC, hopefully they'll be proactive and avoid the major bugs and optimization issues that plagued their most recent PC release. In other news, Paragon, the new MOBA from Epic Games, is hosting another open beta weekend May 26th to 30th. The game has been available to play for those who took part in the alpha or paid into early access, but this is an opportunity for those who did not take part in the alpha or don't feel like paying into it to finally be able to play it. The game will eventually be released as a free-to-play MOBA with a paid currency for in-game items and cosmetics. I've been having a blast with this game so far, and it looks beautiful on the Unreal 4 engine. The gameplay tends to be a bit on the slow side though, so make sure that if you do decide to play it, that you set aside at least 30 to 45 minutes for each match. The open beta will be available on PC and PS4 to anyone who signs up before the May 25th cutoff, so if you haven't yet signed up and want to play, you only have a few days left to do so. But that's going to do it for this week's episode of The Slice. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on the past week's gaming news, or if there's anything I didn't talk about that you found interesting. If you liked the video, please leave a like, and if you want to see more content, please subscribe and follow me on Facebook and Twitter, links in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Toast, and I'll talk to you soon.